We here at the Sports History Network proudly partner with 26 podcasts, all revolving around the history of sports. But did you know that many of our hosts were sports history authors way before they started their shows? It's true. We've got Joe Ziemba, host of When Football Was Football, Joe Zagurski, host of Pro Football in the 1970s, Mark Morthier, host of Yesterday's Sports, Tommy Phillips, host of Lombardi Memories, and Scott Adamson, co-host of From the 55-Yard Line. All these authors have many books for you to choose from. To check them out, go to our website at sportshistorynetwork.com/sportshistorybooks. Pick up your copy today. Soundtrack provided by Kevin MacLeod of filmmusic.io.
Welcome to Football is Family, a podcast dedicated to the fan and fan experience. My name is Jermaine McFarlin, and I want to look at the positives behind what makes football so enjoyable to watch and follow. I want to know why you are a fan of your team, of a player, or an era of football. Whether the pros, college, or high school, I want to hear and share your stories and your love for the game. If you want to be part of this podcast, please message me on Twitter at Jeremy_McFarlin or on Facebook at the Football is Family Facebook page.
This podcast is part of the Sports History Network, your headquarters for the yesteryear of your favorite sport. You can learn more at sportshistorynetwork.com.
I'd like to welcome you to a special edition of the Football is Family. And it's special for one reason. It's going to be a shorter one. But I'm going to kind of give you my honest and unbiased, which is not true, I guess, which will take away from the honesty. But I'll give you my opinion of the NFL draft for the Titans, at least. And I'll tell you this. Today, I spent an hour and a half over at Nissan Stadium. I got to see a bunch of people. I wanted to take my daughter to this, but it didn't work out. I got to see a lot of people playing around on the field. I wanted to walk out and run on the field too, but they said a 42-year-old man probably cannot do that, so I didn't. But, neither here nor there. It was neat to see the NFL draft on the big screen at Nissan Stadium. It was neat to see people excited about the draft. And I told you stories about how the draft is exciting to me for several reasons. It's one day out of the year that I get to enjoy football, and people let me, and there's other people too. I went this year to my parents' house, and I went to Buffalo Wild Wings to get my wings, and that place was full. The draft is exciting. It's exciting. You can see the potential of your team for the next 3 to 5 years right there at Las Vegas or wherever it was. And I remember when the Titans when Nissan Stadium in Nashville hosted the draft and how many people were there and how exciting it was. It's just a neat experience. And I hope that if you get the opportunity to one day go to a draft party or to go to the draft itself, that you'll get that opportunity, that you'll take it and you'll enjoy it. To quote Kevin Costner in Draft Day, you only get drafted once. And by the way, I went out and bought a Blu-ray edition so I can have the Blu-ray edition of Draft Day, and it is even better on Blu-ray. I'll be honest. I also bought The Hobbit, Desolation of Smaug, but that's another story in and of itself. But anyway, back to my point. I get to my parents' house a little after 7:00, and I had called my mom. I don't have DirecTV. I don't have any type of TV at my house. They do. And I said, turn to 212 to the NFL Network and push record. And when you do that, just push record. And when I get there, we'll start at the beginning. So I was about 5 minutes late. And my friend in East Tennessee kept texting me. And I said, buddy, I'm 5 minutes behind. Just be patient. I will catch up with you. I had Aiden Hutchinson going number one, but I thought Trayvon Walker would go number 1, too. He could. And turns out both of these guys are going to just tear up Jack. And again, I hate the fact that Trayvon Walker is in the AFC South. It's just awesome watching these kids get their dreams fulfilled in front. But, we get very little movement in trades until about pick 10. And I'm thinking, well, the Titans are at 26.
I found this on the web.
And then that's my Siri trying to talk here. And the Titans pick at 10 or 26. And I think, yeah, I got a long way to go. And I hear Rich Eisen say there has been a major move. And in the back of my mind, major trade, in the back of my mind, I said, please do not be the Titans. Please do not be the Titans. It was the Titans. They traded A.J. Brown to the Philadelphia Eagles for a first-round draft pick and a third-round draft pick. And here I am sitting on the couch with my dad next to me, and I am trying not to freak out. I'm messaging my friend Ken. I'm posting on Twitter. I'm posting on Instagram. I said, what are the Titans doing? We had a team that was just a little bit away from going, well, at least to the AFC Championship game. They should have been in the Super Bowl, really. And now you take away the best weapon that we have outside Derrick Henry. What are you doing? And here's the thing. Their draft pick out of Arkansas, Treylon Burks, is probably going to be incredible. He's probably going to be awesome. But he is always going to be the guy that they traded A.J. Brown to pick up. Which isn't fair to Treylon. I wish him luck. I am of the opinion, and I'm still upset about the trade. In fact, I found a way on my Madden to work out the financial situations to sign A.J. Brown to a big contract extension. But again, I'm just a GM on a video game, not in real life. So when they moved up to 18, I kind of thought that they were going to get a quarterback. And I was excited about that. I thought, man, we're going to get Malik Willis. And man, I was thinking, we're going to get Malik Willis on number 18, and we'll still have our 26th pick. And we can get an offensive lineman. Treylon will be a good player, but he will always be the guy that they say, hey, A.J. Brown was traded for. But then yesterday, I get this message. The Titans picked up Malik Willis, number 86 overall. And I tell you what, I don't know. This kid, watching Malik Willis play, just the limited that I got to see from Liberty, he is a more mobile quarterback than Ryan Tannehill. Probably doesn't have the arm strength that Tannehill does. But if you were to compare him, I've heard people say, I don't know if it was Mel Kiper or whoever it was, said that he is a right-handed Michael Vick. Now, if you never watched Michael Vick play football, if you only know him for that horrible thing he did with the dogs, you're missing the football aspect of it. Michael Vick was a cheat code in cleats. That's how good he was. And as you and I look at somebody like Malik Willis, he's not going to play this year. But I'm telling you what, I think the Titans, with their draft picks, and they picked up an offensive lineman, they picked up defense, they picked up a running back, Hassan Haskins. Looks like he's going to be a beast too. Overall, I think the Titans did a great job at drafting. Again, it's all going to be centered around how well you could have gotten more draft picks for A.J. Brown. You really could have. But maybe that's the best that they got offered. Now, I want to point out how quickly the turnaround was that A.J. gets traded. And then he signs a massive contract with Philadelphia Eagles. They had this in the works for a while. They just had to keep quiet about it. Now, how did your team do? The New York Jets looked like they just plain cleaned up. I am really, really excited for the Jets. I'm excited for the Lions too. But I think the Jets did a great job getting into the first round 3 times. That Jermaine Johnson pick at number 26 is going to look like a steal in the next couple of years. I think he is going to be an incredible player. I think he is one of those guys, and I had him high on my list of pickups. I think he dropped a lot further down than he did. Packers fans, I think you got a good linebacker out of Georgia, Quay Walker. But when are you going to give Aaron Rodgers a first-round receiver? When are you going to do that? Steelers, I think you probably got one of the better quarterbacks out of the draft, Kenny Pickett. Was he worth a number 20 pick? That's up to you. I think he is a good pickup. Mitch Trubisky, are you going to let him start the entire year, or is this a rebuilding year for Mike Tomlin and the team? Just look at it. There's several things. Evan Neal, draft pick at number 7. I think the Giants are going to enjoy that. Daniel Jones will definitely enjoy that. Saquon Barkley will enjoy that. The pick that I enjoyed, especially in the first round, looking at, and I think will be kind of under the radar, Tyler Smith, number 24 out of Tulsa, to the Cowboys. The Cowboys have done well in the last few years at picking offensive linemen in the first round. Tyler Smith, he's going to open some lanes up. He's going to be one of those under-the-radar picks that will turn out to be really, I believe at least, he'll turn out to be really good steal for the Cowboys at number 24. But what do you think? Like I said, this is just a short kind of on my mind right now. I'm still kind of shaken by the A.J. Brown trade. Last year we lost Corey Davis, and I really enjoyed Corey Davis a lot. I had his jersey. I was excited I met him. He's a good guy. And then he gets traded off. I'm like, oh, good gracious. And now A.J. Brown gets traded off. Such is the life of an NFL fan. Again, thank you for listening to Football's Family.
This podcast is sponsored by Play Classic Sports Simulation Board Games, spelled with 2 A's, P-L-A-A-Y. Realistic board game recreations of professional football, hockey, baseball, NASCAR, golf, and more. They cover 9 sports in all, with a 10th, basketball, coming in 2022. You can relive great sessions of the past, create what-if matchups from different eras, and much more. It's fun. So if you're into sports history, you should check them out. That's Play with 2 A's, P-L-A-A-Y, classic.com. And don't forget to use the code SHN at checkout and get 10% off your first order.
Hey, are you ready for some football? Some fantasy football? How about some daily fantasy football? Silly questions, right? Of course you are. You're ready to talk some smack and win some cash every Sunday, and Thursday and Monday, and whenever there's football games. The Sports History Network invites you to play your daily fantasy football this season at ThriveFantasy.com. Thrive Fantasy offers hundreds of thousands, millions in cash every day on NBA, MLB, PGA golf, cricket, esports, and of course, NFL football. And just to get the 2021 NFL season started right, Thrive Fantasy is holding its $100,000 guaranteed contest with a $20,000 first prize. Sign up with Thrive Fantasy today to get a 100% match bonus on your first deposit for up to $100 in free daily fantasy football play. Visit sportshistoryNetwork.com/thrive. That's THRIVE, or enter promo code SHN when depositing at the cashier. Join Thrive Fantasy today, earn cash prizes, and support great shows like this at the Sports History Network. Now that's a win-win-win situation for you to kick off your own NFL season.
At the Sports History Network, we're all about sports yesteryear, and so we're so pleased to introduce you to Row One, an online memorabilia gallery and shop that brings you sports history to life anywhere. The Row One gallery includes over 5,200 gorgeously reproduced prints of team posters, game program covers, game tickets, advertisements, and more in baseball, pro and college football, pro and college basketball, and more. And any gallery item may be printed in a variety of sizes on wood, metal, canvas, acrylic, or poster paper. And in Row One shop, check out the thousands more of unique items with the retro and historical designs dating back to 1876, including t-shirts, long sleeve shirts, phone cases, mugs, blankets, pillows, towels, and even shower curtains. Go to sportshistorynetwork.com, ROW1, for access to the full Row One catalog and for gallery prints and gift items, plus get a 15% discount off all prints on the Row One Pictorium Gallery with coupon code SHN15. Follow the link on the show notes. At the Sports History Network, we're all about sports yesteryear, and so we're so pleased to introduce you to Row One, an online memorabilia gallery and shop that brings you sports history to life anywhere. The Row One gallery includes over 5,200 gorgeously reproduced prints of team posters, game program covers, game tickets, advertisements, and more in baseball, pro and college football, pro and college basketball, and more. And any gallery item may be printed in a variety of sizes on wood, metal, canvas, acrylic, or poster paper. And in Row One shop, check out the thousands more of unique items with the retro and historical designs dating back to 1876, including t-shirts, long sleeve shirts, phone cases, mugs, blankets, pillows, towels, and even shower curtains. Go to sportshistorynetwork.com, ROW1, for access to the full Row One catalog and for gallery prints and gift items, plus get a 15% discount off all prints on the Row One Pictorium Gallery with coupon code SHN15. Follow the link on the show notes.